Hey y'all, this is Jerry. I'm going to give you a recap of the holiday market that we had this past Saturday, November 15th, 2025, and it was from 2 to 4, and so it was just a one-day market. I always said that this was my brutally honest opinion of the process and the market itself, going because this was my first one. And my brutally honest opinion is it was well worth all the effort and the nerves and everything. We had an absolute blast. It was good traffic. It was a beautiful weather day. We sold and made a profit. So all the hiccups that I had mentioned in previous videos, it just all worked out. It just absolutely all worked out. And I hope to do 3 markets next year. So I've just got to figure out how to get my foot in the door into some of the other markets that they have locally. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the products, go over how many I sold, and give you a final tally of how well we did at the market itself. So with that, the first thing in my high dollar items were my scrapbook albums. So I had this one, which has been listed in my Etsy store. I had a folio, which actually sold. And I had this baby book, a baby girl book, that I still have. So these 2 did not sell. And I did sell 1 folio. So I thought that was good because, a lot of people do not scrapbook. So we were good with that. The other related item, I had some of these mini junk journals. They have this vintage look, and it looks like a little storybook. And it had the tea dyed papers, coffee dyed, avocado dyed paper, and had these book corners. And I think I made 12 of these. Yes, I had 12 of these, and I actually sold 4. So I had them listed as a junk/art journal. So I did sell 4. So that means I have 8 remaining, and I am going to list these in my Etsy store. Now, the greeting cards can be kind of a hit or miss. And I had just a good variety. I had some that were listed for $5, some that were listed for $3, and some that were listed for $7. And I'm going to be listing them in my Etsy, the ones that are not in there yet. But of the greeting cards, I sold 7. So, and I think I sold those all to 1 customer. They bought a little bundle of cards. So I had Christmas cards. I had all occasion cards, like thank you, get well, those kinds of things. So I had a good variety. So I did sell 7 cards, which wasn't too many, but I was glad for that sale. Now, I did have some gift card holders. So I made these gift card holders. They look like a little shopping bag. You can see they've got a little scalloped edge, and I thought they were just adorable. You just open this, you can put tissue paper in here and then insert your gift card in here, and you can see there. And I made this with some scraps and things that I already had on hand. I did make 10 of these, and I did not sell 1. People did not look at these at all, so they did not sell. But I had a raffle in exchange for emails. So I had about 21 people sign up for the email and enter into the raffle. And this was one of the items I put in the raffle basket. So out of the 10, because I put 1 in the raffle basket, I have 9 of these left. The other gift card item I had was this item, and it is from Scrap Diva Designs. It has the die for this that you can cut your own cards. And what you do is just pull out this centerpiece, and you can see here is the score marks that it cuts for you to insert your card on here. And you could even write a little message on here if you wanted to, but I thought these were great. I made 9 of these, and I did sell 1. So I did sell one of these. So I will have these still available because I still have 8 left. But I just thought these were real cute. So, but the gift card items just did not sell. I had also from Scrap Diva, I had these little gift bag purses. They're like little jelly totes, and they have a gingerbread theme to them. I decorated them on the front, and you can see here, it's real cute. In the inside, you can put your little tissue paper in here. I had 6 of these, and I did sell one to one of my girlfriends who's going to give it to her granddaughter who loves purses. I did sell one of those to my girlfriend. Now, I'll put a picture of this. I don't have any of these. I had those little Hershey Nugget sleeves that were in a little cellophane envelope, and I made a little topper to it. I made 24 of them, so I only sold 2. I put 2 in the gift basket, raffle basket, and I ate 2, so that means I ate 10 pieces of chocolate. Yes, I did. I had 18 left, and the reason I don't have any here to show you is I sent those to our technical college for students, and they can have them for free. The administration there is doing some parties for the holiday, and they can use those items for little giveaways and things like that to put into a little goodie bag for the students. Now, I did have another little thank you, I guess a little thank you treat bag, which is this Rudolph, and I think he or she is so cute. These I got from Hobby Lobby. They are a little pouch, as you can see, and I have these Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix, and I had another candy cane here, which I lost somewhere in the process. So it looked like little antlers. And so these were so cute. I added the ribbon and I added a little blush to the face, but the rest of the components were on here. Instead of stitching them, I hot glued them. And these sold one of my best sellers. I had made 35 of these. I did put 2 in the raffle basket. I sold 28 of them, and that meant that I had 4 left. And I sent those over to the technical college also, except for this one, because I didn't have an extra candy cane to put back into this pouch. So this one I had, but I sold 29 of these. So they were one of my top sellers. And one of my gift items, it was this movie watching kit. So a lot of people watch Hallmark movies this time of year, or Christmas movies. So I made a little kit, and I got this idea. There's several of these on YouTube, how to make these, and you just buy the little purse on Amazon. And then I got the idea of listing the contents and the tag from Carolina's Crafts, and I'll link that down below. But in here, there were cozy socks, some Kleenex tissues, popcorn, hot chocolate, Milano cookies, and a few pieces of candy. So it makes a cute little gift. And of these, I had I had 24 of these Christmas movie watching kits. I sold 16, so this was a top seller as well. So I have 8 of these left. And a lot of people absolutely loved them and complimented me on those. They were a top seller. On the spur of the moment, I did these wine bottle treat boxes. And I put Werther's caramels in there with some shreds. And you just hang it over the neck of a wine bottle or any kind of gift bottle that you have, champagne or sparkling cider, whatever you have that you're going to gift. I made 24 of these. It came in a pack of 25. And I sold 5 to my daughter-in-law's friend who was going to gift some wine for Christmas. Now, I think that when you're making your list of what you're going to sell at your market, you should stick to your gut and not second guess yourself. I thought I needed some extra items, and the things that I bought and sold at the spur of the moment did not sell well. So I ended up having 19 of these left. And I just thought they were really cute. So those did not sell. So next time, I'm just going to go with my first thoughts and go with my gut on what to make for my market. I had these 2-year calendars. Let me get one. And I'd made a hardcover for them and a little pocket. So here you can see one. Of these, I made 10. I put one in the gift basket. These did not sell. People did not even look at these. So that's okay, though, because I can use them again and again and see if I can sell them. But I have 9 of those left. Now, I'll have to put a screenshot of these. I had some Milk-Bone dog treats. They're 6 in a cellophane pouch envelope. And I made a box cover for them with a sticker, and I think I showed you those in a previous video, and I'll link it down below about my inspiration, which was Carolina's Crafts again. I made, because I bought 3 bags of those milk bones, so I was able to make 38 treats, and I did sell 18 of them. They were adorable. So that meant I had 20 left. And the reason, once again, that I do not have those to share with you here in this video is because I sent those to our technical college for students, because I know a lot of them have dogs. A lot of students have dogs. And we have a good number of students who are military or former military, and they have service dogs. So if they choose to give milk bones to their puppies, then they may get these treats. And again, those were for free. Now, I was disappointed in this. This was one of the last minute items that I decided to do. And these are called recipe keepers. And so they're just a 4x6 booklet. And I put in the top of them these measuring equivalents. And then I put recipe cards in. Oops, let me try to get the glare off. Recipe cards in. And then at the top, I put a decorative paper. And they just did not sell. And people did not look at them very closely. Because these can come in and out. And people could put all their recipes in here. And remake these the way that would make sense to them. So you can see here is another collection. But I actually made 16 of those. I did sell 2, and I put 1 in a gift basket. So that leaves me with 13. So I'll probably list these in my Etsy. Now, I did remake some composition books. So the full-size composition books, I went into Canva and created some covers, front and back of these. Those I made 6 and I sold 1. I also made these double mini composition books into a hardcover, and I did sell 3 of these. And then I had these minis that I had 12 of, and I made covers for them front and back, and I covered the inside as well in these. So I absolutely sold out. One woman bought 11 of these to put in with some thank you gift for her daughter's teachers, and that she's in middle school, or they're in middle school, and they change classes, so they have multiple number of teachers. So I sold out totally of the minis, but I sold 3 out of 6 of these hardcover double composition book holders. I did have a kit of stationery is what I promoted them as. And in this kit, or bundle, I should say, in this bundle, that there was a junk journal paper that I hand dyed with tea and avocado and onion skins and coffee. So I had that. Each cover was different. I had 2 greeting cards that were not for sale otherwise in my booth. So I had made these cards especially for this bundle. I made a bookmark out of napkins that are in my stash and laminated them. I made an acrylic bookmark that says Bookaholic that I made with my Cricut, and this is acrylic bookmark. And then I just included a thank you note and a gift tag in case they wanted to gift this bundle to someone. So of those, I made 10. I sold one and put one in a gift basket, so I have 8 of these, and I think they're already listed in my Etsy. Now, the last item that I had available was my blind date with a book. I had 3 different sizes of books. I had a small, medium, and large, and I just mean based on the size of the cover. This is one of the small ones, and I had 6 small. I sold 2 small, and I have 4 of these left. And in here, and I've wrapped them so that you have the pockets. I put a tea bag and Godiva chocolate in here, not Godiva, Ghirardelli candy in here. I had the synopsis along with the genre and the rating on Goodreads, hint of what the book is. I had this faux lavender. I had 2 bookmarks, one that I made here that has lots of the ribbon, and then one that gives a reading list that you can rate your book that you're reading. So with these, blind date with a book, the medium size, I had 11 and sold all 11. And then of the large, I had 3 and I sold the 3. So I almost sold out of these completely. So I only had the 4 small ones left. And that is what I took to my market. Now, when I had a card reader, the Square, and I also had cash. So out of all of the sales, I made $966 in sales. Well, then I tallied up what I purchased, including my booth fee, my displays, the recipe keepers, and the wine treat box, those kinds of things in there, the canopy, the mini junk journal covers, and in all, I spent $395.56 in supplies. A lot of most of what I had, it was already in my stash, and I didn't calculate all that. Those supplies, they were already on hand. So just what I bought specifically for the market, I tallied that, and when I subtract that from the total sales, I profited $561.44. Now, in my first video, I said I wanted to make $2,000, and there are markets that you could do that. I don't think I had enough high-end items, so I could rethink that strategy, but I was real pleased with the $561 profit that I made. I also just met some wonderful people. I expanded my email newsletter subscription list. So I'm very pleased with how it went. And as I said, I want to do 3 next year. So we'll see if I can figure out who my contacts are for that. But anyway, that is my recap. My brutally honest opinion is I'm glad I did it, and I definitely want to do it again. So that ends my market series, my market prep series. So we'll see what I decide to focus on next. So like and subscribe and stay tuned, and I will talk at you soon.